Play It By Ear podcast. The podcast where the topics may vary because, hey, we play it by ear. And now your hosts, Eric Fiskus, Brady Liming, and Todd Griffin.
Welcome to episode 47 of the Play It By Ear podcast. I'm here to say 68 guns will never die. 68 guns is our battle cry. Right, Brady?
Exactly. The alarm.
Yes, outstanding 80s stuff. All right, if you saw our little countdown, if you see our little decorations up here, up atop our screen, you know what our theme is tonight, and I'll bet the ladies knew what day is Sunday. I hope the gentlemen did too for their own good.
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Cardiology
Valentine.
Doctors Forum. That's what we're doing tonight. We're throwing everybody a curveball.
That's right. And we'll talk cardiology. That'll clear the room quick. All right, no. It's Valentine's Day. As you can see right there, right above our logo. Right there. Hold on. Right
Happy
there.
Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Over there.
Again, yeah, right. Doing Brady Bunch. Okay, welcome again, episode 47 of the Play It By Ear podcast. Mr. Liming is with us.
Hello?
In the left window. Mr. Griffin in the center window.
Howdy.
Thank you, Minnie Pearl.
You beat me to it, Eric. Salute.
I'm Eric Fiskus. And let me get the housekeeping out of the way. We will invite you to visit our website. I can point, Todd can point.
Yep.
www.playbyyourpodcast.com. You find everything about our show there and isms and whatnot that we'll talk about later. But Miss Wilson is in the house. Check in, please.
In the
Sweet.
house.
Sweet like our Valentine's Day candy that we'll talk about here in a moment.
Sweet.
Okay, 21 people in the room. Again, check in. We want to hear from you. We will have some big-time audience participation coming up in the show.
Big time.
And this really didn't start out as being a Valentine's Day theme. Then I had a brain drizzle, whatever you call my little musings. But we decided to go a Valentine's Day theme since it is, again, on Sunday. So Howard's with us. Celia's with us.
Hey.
And again, they will have a more prominent role as we go on here in the show. As Joe's with us also. Yo,
Joe.
All right. So if you're new to the show, 17 in the room. All three of us come to the topic. Wait a minute.
Table.
Come to the table with a topic. That's what I meant to say. And we'll talk about that for 20 minutes. And we will take your comments as well. Christian Buccaneer in the house.
Howdy, Christian. How's it going, buddy?
Hello.
Christian, first time with us, or the first time he's commented. Maybe he's been lurking there in the shadows. Christy also with us.
Hello, Christy.
But again, we will talk about those topics for approximately 20 minutes. Approximately because the timer is kind of a general guide, which we seem to adhere to very little. But it's all good.
If you've been with us for the whole time, we used to be very disciplined about that, but we have become undisciplined. And you know what? We like it better that way.
Yeah, we could easily just say each topic's going to be 30 minutes instead of 20, but that would be too.
When we get really gutsy, we'll just say each topic will go as long as we darn well please.
We should do a 24-hour podcast sometime.
No, wait a minute. We deliver more than we promise. That's our value here. That's why we say the topic's going to be 20 minutes. We deliver more than that.
I think
Easter eggs.
Has anyone ever? I'm sure it's been done, but has anyone ever done a 24-hour straight podcast?
I don't know.
Can we
If
get
it
in the record
hasn't,
books?
It's challenging.
we could be the next Jerry Lewis, but we'll be a podcasting. We'll do a
We will be Jerry Lewis.
Castathon.
Oh,
Or
everybody
Jerry's
see my-
Lewis.
Speaking, I was thinking of tuxedos, and I was ready to see my tie. I'm dressed for the occasion.
See that?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right.
Very cool.
Okay, Valentine's Day is the theme. Brady is starting us off in the left window. Brady, Take it away.
Okay, so this one does not need much clarification. This is simply titled Weird Dating Customs from Around the World. Since we're talking about romance and wooing, we're going to find out how others around the world are woot on these on this Valentine's Day.
Wait. But when you woo, woo, woo. When you woo, 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 woo. Remember that song?
I do. I remember the woo part.
Was the next line, you know you're Ric Flair?
I don't believe it was.
Be cooler if it was.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, sorry. So this is weird dating customs from around the world. Now, you know, we've all had weird dating customs and we live in the same county and state, different standards. But culturally, it's my job as a social studies teacher to enlighten you about weird dating customs from around the world. And I am going to start off with BO apples.
As in body odor apples?
Okay.
As in,
so go ahead. Can we guess what that is?
I really don't think that would be too effective on this one. Because it's just so bizarre, but I will let you have a chance at guessing what it would be.
So I'm assuming I was just going to go with a basic. You take the apple, you skin it, and you rub it under your armpit, and you present it.
Strangely, sir, you're not that far off. But there's more to the story. Eric, you want to say something badly?
Now,
Go ahead.
do they play bobbing for BO apples afterwards? Do they mix Halloween and Valentine's tradition? Oh, this is just wooing, right? There's nothing
Yeah, well,
just
here you go.
go ahead.
An old tradition in Austria saw ladies on the pole place segments of apple in their armpits and perform a special dance for the lads. They would then give the sweaty bits of fruit to the guy that they fancied. And if the feeling was mutual, you knew it was love when, according to custom, he would eat the sweaty pit apple.
This will be the first of many times I say this tonight. How about them apples?
Sweaty bits takes on a new meaning here.
Yes, and this is not my dad joke, but the article says quite simply the pits.
So my question is,
I have many questions.
okay, so the it's just a raw apple. It's not a cooked apple or a baked apple. It's just a raw
apple sliced and placed under the arms and the armpits.
I hear if you leave them under your I hear if you dip them in your armpit and then put them in the refrigerator, they'll last longer.
Now, keep in mind, this
like,
is an old traditional thing. This wasn't last week, so I do not believe that there was refrigerators present back then. But it is.
Well, but
it is Austria.
isn't
It's
it?
going to be cold.
I think apples are. I know Sadie will tell me if I'm wrong here. If you put vinegar, is it vinegar that if you sprinkle vinegar on apples and it makes them last longer? So that would be the same idea.
Also makes them inedible.
Yeah.
That's again. So with the armpit, I assume.
That would. Yeah. For me.
Now I'm assuming these aren't shorn armpits.
It was Europe a long ago.
Not shaven nor shorn.
Yeah, I'm assuming they look like they have Willie Nelson in a headlock and they're just buffing those apples.
Okay. Now wait a minute. So you cut the apple into segments.
You place
and you hand out said apple segments to your quarters.
Yes, the one that you like, and you got your eye on a couple of them, but the one you really like, you dance for the lads with the apples in your pits, but then you give the piece. I guess it doesn't say they use both armpits. It just says a slice of apple, so I'm saying it's unipitular, and then she will probably find when she sees that lad that she wants to dance to, she gets kicks it up a notch and then hands him the apple piece. Good God, what a public diss if you give this guy your sweaty pit apple and he throws it on the floor. I wonder what the rejection response is.
Well, I think the bigger question is if she's handed out 8 apple segments. and 8 different gentlemen eat said segments. What happens then?
I don't think there was anything mentioned about it being.
Or
8
this is a family
segments.
show. Can we say what happens then? I don't know.
How you like them apples?
Only
I think-
one apple slice.
I'm pretty sure I saw that happen on Benny Hill one time. I'm pretty sure that whole thing happened on Benny Hill.
I think it was a grape in the buttocks is the one that I'm thinking of.
Did I see that? Thank you. I know I saw that when I was a kid.
Yes.
And yes, I haven't seen
And you
it
thought
since.
it was cleavage, but it was actually butt cheeks. He dropped the grape.
Was
at
it a
fancy
grape?
party.
Was it a blackberry? Was it a was it a
It was a grape.
Okay.
It was a grape.
Wasn't
All right. So,
All right.
by the
Go
way,
ahead, Eric.
hold on. Todd has been corrected. First by his wife, which probably is not unusual. That's lemon juice, not vinegar, for the apple.
that makes a difference. Yeah.
And actually, Kathy Kennedy in the house. Welcome.
Hello, Kathy.
Welcome.
She says not vinegar, but lemon juice or pineapple juice will
That's even better.
cause the apple to last a little longer.
So another thing is what if I can't imagine. I'm no dancer, but I can't imagine that I would think that your dance moves would be pretty limited if you're having to pinch an apple segment between your pit and your. I just don't think that would be. Yeah, it would pretty much just be.
Yeah, you won't
Said
be
apple.
popping and locking with an apple in your pit.
Yeah.
Said apple would be up again it and in it.
In it, yes.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine that afterwards their armpits aren't they probably smell better than they've ever smelled. I mean, at that
Well,
point.
the armpit, but unfortunately, it soiled the apple.
Oh yeah, throw the
So
apple
it's made
away.
them equally stanky.
But I'm saying that might be a bonus to picking the girl is for once her armpits smell good.
Howard says he's seen some sites with ping pong balls and beer cans, but not fruits. Fruits. Those
Yes.
would be fruits of the devil.
Evil. All right.
right.
Are you ready for the next one? We're
Yes.
going from Europe to Asia on this one. And it says one tribe in Borneo bans newlyweds from leaving the house on their wedding day. Now, hey, haha, nudge, nudge, but this is where it gets weird. See, this is Borneo, the wilds of Borneo, and it is not developed. So it actually says the custom that includes using the toilet. The weird tradition is said to bring good luck to the couple's marriage. 24 hours, and this is not a place with a facility in it. So they can't leave the house even to conduct their tropical commerce.
Tropical commerce.
But you talk about the intimacy curtain, or what do you call it? The mystery curtain coming down pretty quick on the first day of your marriage, and drink some bad water from the waterfall and
Get some dysentery going on in there.
not fun.
So Tanya has joined us, and she joined just in time to hear about a grape and a butt crack. So you just never know.
Perfect timing. Okay.
Your timing is impeccable, Tanya.
If anyone else out there saw the Benny Hill episode where there was a grape in the butt crack, please chime in because I really, really thought I dreamed it. I mean, like I thought I made it up. It was just I've tried to tell people about it, and they look at me like I'm ignorant, which isn't rare. But that it's one of those things where I'm glad Brady at least chimed in. Unless I've told you, Brady, and now in your head you think you saw it.
No, I've seen it. I have seen it multiple times.
What was the yakety sax music playing, and they were running around?
Wasn't there a spoon involved too?
Yes, there was.
Okay.
He was trying to spoon the said grape from betwixt
Yes.
buttocks.
This is getting worse.
So anyway, back to Borneo. So anyway, that, like I said, the mystery curtain would fall really quickly. So let's move on. Quarantine latrine.
Yeah,
Let's go
Gary.
with
Gary says it's a quarantine latrine.
Okay, we're going back to the old continent, back to the Scotland. So here it goes. In Scotland, rubbish is thrown at the bride and groom before the big day. Then they are paraded around town, and it is believed that if the couple can survive that escapade, their marriage can survive anything. So basically, it's like a parade where people throw fish heads on rotten fruit at the at the couple. They just throw garbage at
It's
it.
a gauntlet.
It's
a
garbage
wedding day
gauntlet.
gauntlet. Yes.
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
It's a nice word.
Any particular kind of rubbish, or is rubbish just general
Uh,
trash?
Yeah, and especially if like old world, old customs, I would say there's probably a lot of lettuce and apple cores and
Tomatoes.
yes, things like that.
A picture. Yeah.
All right.
So a few more comments here from the
Oh yes,
audience.
yes.
Miss Wilson said that would not be a problem. You just use the chamber pot, which is true. Dawn says, "Squeeze the grapes, band." Yeah,
She's
we
right.
Heard that before, yes, somewhere along the line. And Howard says, "Scots do that because they're usually trashed."
Ha ha.
Indeed, haggis and
Some haggis rind.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go on to the next one.
Hard-hearted Harvard.
hard-hearted harbinger of haggis.
Yes.
Honey. All right. Some Taiwanese would seduce their lovers in the 19th century with a severed head from battle. Men returning from battle would pick up a decapitated head off those they had defeated as a token of their love. If their date was interested, she would accept it.
What were they, cats?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I've had cats do that.
Yeah.
I know. Sorry, I'm leaving this one alone.
So-
Yeah, you probably should.
Somebody, Howard's going to chime in at least with this, right? I mean,
just
somebody's
remember,
got to.
it's TV 13, or you know.
But I think you and I are the.
Yeah, I think
we're
all
in simpatico
We don't even need
there.
to text each other privately.
See what you said? That's hot.
Hot. It's like, hey, honey, big guy, get my eye on you. What do you think of this
Got his
guy?
eyes on you too.
Yeah. What do you think of this guy? I got him from 3 yards with a battle axe. I
that
love
a-
you.
Is that,
I
a
don't
head, is that a head in your knapsack, or are you just happy to see me?
Uh,
Uh,
yes. Oh man, self-discipline is really.
I was going to
being
say,
taxed.
yes, we should.
you better move on, or we're going to take this.
We better charm him with chopsticks. One for the girls who struggle to put it into words how they really feel. At the Sisters Meal Festival in southwest China, ladies show their true feelings with different symbols wrapped in handkerchiefs. A pair of chopsticks means I love you. One chopstick means no thank you. And a chili is our equivalent of, if you put a chili pepper, it says it's our equivalent of giving somebody the finger and deleting them from Facebook.
Wow. So one chopstick was what?
2 chopsticks means I love you. 1 chopstick says no thank you. And a chili pepper means bleepity bleep 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 delete.
It's weird that they chose a chili pepper.
Yeah, I know.
Why not just a third chopstick or something? Or
Well, I don't think of chili peppers as being Chinese. I mean,
There's like something like 200 species of chili peppers, from around the world. So there's probably a Chinese chili that I'm not even aware of.
it's a nice alliteration, Chinese chili.
it says, "What's it mean if she gives you a fork?" You know?
That she won't be spooning with you.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay. The Welsh love a good spoon. I can't make this up. This is literally the next one, and I didn't even see it. So, the Welsh love a good spoon so much that they used to give each other wooden love spoons as a symbol of their affection. These were ornate, hand-carved gifts that most girls would be over the spoon to receive one. So, an ornately carved wooden spoon, it was the Tiffany's of yore in Wales.
As in carved by the girl. The girl carves her own spoon.
I'd say that the last probably carved it, unless they would go to like the Welsh Tiffany's and there was a spoon carver for such occasions.
Could be.
Could be. The wolf whistle. The Kickapoo tribe in Mexico does not see whistling as disrespectful to women, but a necessity to stop others from hearing your romantic plans. Each couple creates their own whistle language for a little romantic privacy from the rest of the village. So it's like your own secret whistle code. Yes, honey, I know.
That is odd. I mean,
Yeah.
and it seems like it would be really easy to for confusion to happen. I mean, like, you know.
Oh, wait a minute. You went sharp. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you
exactly.
went flat.
Yeah.
Daggone it. So no, you don't hate me. I'm so sorry. We should never fight again. Yeah.
We should bring that. We should bring that here. We should do that now. We should start that trend tonight, guys. Make up your own whistle for your partner and
see how that works out for you.
see how that works out for you. Yeah.
I know I've told you guys this story before, but someone that I was attached to previously, a relationship, one of the maddest they ever got was they were wearing headphones, earbuds, and was listening to music, and there was something like I was trying to signal that dinner was ready, and I was waving, and I went, "Don't you whistle at me again, I'm not a dog." And I'm like, I'm just trying to serve dinner. So anyway,
You didn't have one of those real loud ass whistles that you could do across the gymnasium.
Oh
I
yeah,
can never do that.
Oh, I can't do that either. Nope.
So a few more comments here. Back to the spoon thing. Celia asked, is that what the deal was with the big wooden spoons and forks people had in the 70s, like hanging on their walls?
Everybody had those, yeah. Even Everybody
Yeah.
Loves Raymond. Even Raymond's mom and dad had one in their kitchen.
Yeah, that's
It was like a pasta set for giants.
So Howard asked, does the whistle stir up the kickapoo joy juice for those who remember that term?
I do not know what kickapoo joy juice is.
I'm
I've
afraid
heard
to
the
ask.
term.
Do I want to know?
I was going to say, I have an idea what it might be, but I don't know. Miss Wilson says, can you imagine several couples whistling at the same time? Now, what if two different couples had whistles that meant different things for the different couples?
The same whistle?
They would be
Same
whistlers.
Yeah. Like, for one couple could be, you know,
Did
you
it just
feeling
dawn
it?
on you, Eric?
and then the other whistle. Yeah, I can see that. But the problem is, though, is like, again, what happens if you just can't whistle that loud? Or what happens if you're not within whistling distance?
Well, see, I can't even do
lip
what you just
injury.
did, that little teeth whistle thing. I can't do that either.
I know.
It worked out real well in school when I could whistle and the teacher had no idea who was whistling. I didn't do that in your class. I didn't do that in your class, Mrs. Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure you didn't.
Oh,
So Tanya says she can't whistle. I guess she'd be forever single.
single.
So did both people have to whistle, or could just one person whistle and the other person? Could there be a giver and a receiver? Could the whistlee just forever get whistled at?
Oh.
Could be.
This episode has taxed my what do you call it? My Go Guardian. All right.
Your Cupid?
Yeah.
By the
Yeah.
way, kickapoo joy juice was a phrase used to describe Mountain Dew in their advertising in the 60s, which explains why we don't really remember it because we weren't alive. yet.
Yeah.
Is Kickapoo in Michigan?
I thought it was going to be like a slang term for a left-handed cigarette.
Hey, Rook.
So that was just
I'm
my
gonna
guess.
burn a lefty.
As the lefty is already half burned.
To the left-hand
Your
side.
input matters not.
Exactly.
Okay.
When you have that sort of size advantage, it pretty much
No.
wasn't much I was going to do about it.
Our audience is lost.
Sorry.
Yeah, they lost.
You can text me if you want to know what we're talking about.
Yeah, just send a direct message.
Kickapoo's in Milwaukee.
It is?
It is.
Maybe not. I don't know. Hell. History of no.
Of kicking poo.
Yeah, this says Lower Michigan. I think there's a Kickapoo, Michigan.
I'd have to ask my wife. Wifey,
There
if
we
you're
go.
on, is there a kickapoo in Michigan?
I mean, there's no reason there can't be two kick a pie. So, all right.
Or kick a pusses.
We broke Todd.
We got the old prospector laugh out of him. I really broke him.
So did you think about that one before that leapt forward?
No, it just... He's still losing it.
We got the piper down. The man in the middle is down. All right.
So, for the benefit of our audio audience here, now he's disappeared from the screen. He is now under the table.
Oh my goodness!
He's composing himself.
Damn you, Eric!
Hello,
Beth
Beth.
is in the house just in time. Beth is probably wondering why Todd's under the table.
All right. I've only got a couple more on this list to finish up. And on the island of Bali, it is a fairly common tradition for men and women to file your teeth down. Teeth is believed to symbolize greed, lust, and jealousy, so filing them down makes them more spiritually beautiful and eligible for marriage.
Really?
Yeah, filed them down.
All of them?
Yep. Gary Busey must have been a randy guy. But anyway, that's the best I could do on the top of my head. I'm still holding it together here.
Got some more comments here. Todd did have the giggle jiggles. Yes, that's true, Howard.
I have regained my composure.
Tanya said I was turning red. I mean, I guess, again, I'm not a good poker player, so I probably was. Joe didn't think you'd recover, Todd. You are back with us. Young Jack Black and the Pick of Destiny was from Kickapoo, Michigan.
That's what I was thinking, Celia.
Todd, something's odd going on with your camera.
With my what?
Yes.
Ashley Roy in the house, Mr. Live.
Okay.
What did Brady? Eric, can you hear me?
Sorry. I'll go ahead.
I can hear you.
I think Brady's lagging.
One.
Yeah, Brady is lagging. We're going to wait for
Ashley.
Yeah, he is lagging.
We can hear you fine. You're just frozen.
No, you're lagging, Brady.
I am lagging? Daggone, am I lagging?
But we can say hi to Candace. You need me to be a guest?
I'm here.
Absolutely.
It looks good on my end.
We have no doubt you're fun, Candace.
Hi, Candace. Don't even say hi to me, Candace. I see how you are.
Okay.
Grace is in the house. Hi, Uncle Brady. Your dog is well. Now Brady's totally frozen.
Kick him out and bring him back, maybe.
Kick him out.
Kick him out.
Get out.
Kick him in. Eric, I gotta ask. Did you mean to say that, or I mean, like, did it just come out?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know where that came from.
That was classic.
So now we have two Bradys, like we sometimes have two Todds. Let me rearrange this here.
Am I working?
You're working. I'm gonna.
Okay, good deal. Good deal.
I'm gonna kick your frozen self out.
I don't even see a frozen Brady.
Kick frozen me out.
He was in the green room. I just kicked him totally out. Oh, my father-in-law was in the house. There's a Kickapoo in Illinois too. Hello there, Mr. Havens. Kickapoo in Illinois.
Kickapoo, Illinois. So we know there's one in Michigan, one in Illinois. There might be one in Milwaukee. But I don't know.
It would be
Wisconsin somewhere.
A Midwest trifecta there.
Yeah.
All right, Brady. Anything else on your list?
Yes.
The last thing is in Italy. In the Italian Renaissance, a lady would give a belt with suggestive statements engraved onto the leather belt. So you would get a slightly, I guess, lewd or romantic message.
Like you snore at night and it makes me want to smother you with a pillow.
I've gotten that message before.
I suggest you stop snoring or I'm going to smother you with a pillow.
Yeah, Beth came in the room just as you were laughing, and she said, "Yeah, late to the party, wondering what in the hot dog handles is going on." You know,
Yeah, Eric broke me.
I broke Todd. So I don't know. Brady just now he's going to come back here. Technology. The snow must be the blizzard.
The buzzard.
So Candace says she may be from Italy. It's totally something she would do. Take your word for it there, Candace. I don't know. He tried to come back in. Now he's not coming back in.
Well, because in the prehistoric Indian tribes, when they begin, making crafts and arts, they would make belts and things and put artwork on the belts to represent their family and things like that. So I guess it's not much different than leaving messages for people on the belts. What do they put the message on with? I mean, do they actually? Is it like rhinestones or something, or is it just written on there?
No. You've probably seen something very much like them at the flea markets and everything. You remember the leather bracelets we talked about?
Oh yeah,
from back in the day. Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Miss Wilson has a example. I want you to wrap me around you. Would be one of the messages on the belt. Yeah, that'd be a valid message.
I want to hold up your pants.
I want to hold up.
There will be no more notches.
So the question is, by Candace, how do you mean suggestive? Well, I guess the sky's the limit.
Yeah, that's man. You'd have to be careful because people in public could see this.
That's true. Beth says sounds like an eggplant belt in today's society. I don't know what an eggplant belt is. Can you explain?
An eggplant belt?
Yeah, I've never heard of such a thing. There goes Brady again. So yeah, by all means, explain an eggplant belt.
Is it? I'm assuming it's not a belt for an eggplant, but is it a belt made out of an eggplant?
I don't know.
Eggplant skin.
I'm waiting on the edge of my seat for Beth to explain what an eggplant belt is. Tanya's message would be, I want to whip you with this. Yeah.
He said suggestive messages.
Yeah. Miss Wilson, I want to be a notch on your belt. Candace, spank me. That's what I would want put on the belt. You get to decide what's on your own belt? Or someone provides that for you?
Somebody puts the message they want you to receive, they put it on a belt. So it would have to be something short enough that would go on a belt.
Well, I guess it depends on how big your waist is. I mean, if you got a big waist, you can put a lot of messages on a belt. All right, Brady.
Sorry about that. I think it's weather related, Todd. We talked about this earlier because I was afraid that whatever was slapping up against the window, the precipitation, I was afraid it was going to come through on the microphone because it really picked up. So I was kind of concerned about that.
All right, so Howard says, OMG, are we talking eggplants, emojis? Well, that's a whole different.
Is that what Beth?
And that's what Beth meant. Yeah. Okay.
I see what you're saying.
Yes, got it. Yeah, if you don't know what the eggplant emoji means,
don't send it.
You can look that up.
Urban Dictionary.
Candace says she's making a belt for someone that says "spank me." So, slapping up against the window is very suggestive. Yes, it is. This is deteriorating quickly.
Is that a peeping Tom joke or what here?
Brady resembles that remark.
Yeah. Can I get to my topic now?
Please.
I think it may be about time. Right, please rescue Brady. But I do have some housekeeping to do first here. And to see he's so embarrassed he went away again. Todd, Celia says you're allergic to eggplant.
I am. My tongue swells. Shit.
Walked right into that one.
I did too. Yeah. Wow. I'm just innocent. See, when you're innocent and you're pure at heart and mind and brain, you walk into all kinds of stuff.
Yes, you are innocent and pure and all that. Right.
I am allergic to it though. Well, I've only eaten it once, and my lips and tongue swelled.
All right, Brady.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Brady. Okay, if you want to receive our newsletter, we've sent out 3 newsletters so far. If you want to receive the newsletter, please register at our website. Go to the home page all the way at the bottom. You can leave your email address. We're not asking for mailing addresses or phone numbers or anything like that. Just your email address.
You will not be spammed. You will not be spammed.
You might be treated though.
I get some potted meat, but will not be spammed. Anyway, if you want to get that newsletter, register for that on our website. Go all the way to the bottom of the homepage and fill that out, because we kind of want to know, how are you accessing the show? I know we have a lot of people here on the Facebook Lives and the YouTube Lives and things, but we also want to have some data as to where you're accessing the show, if it's audio only, video only, yada, yada, yada.
Hey, Eric, could you give a shout out to our Alaska listener?
Oh, yes, Tammy. So the story is, I'm in all these podcasting groups on Facebook, and Tammy from Alaska put out on Sunday a message saying, I'm going to be listening to podcasts all day. Put your link on here, and I'll listen to your podcast. So I put our link out. And she messaged me back. It was probably 12 hours later. And she said, I'm listening to your podcast. I love it. Love the website. I need to do better. You're making me look bad with the website. I was very humbled by that. I thought it was a neat little thing. But Tammy, if you're with us tonight, welcome. We may have more snow down here in Ohio than you have up there.
Speaking of which, if I have any of my Ohio Valley listeners, my coworkers, we just officially closed school. I just got the call.
Well, there you go. All right, a few more comments before Todd takes over. Candace asked if her comments went too far. I don't know the audience. No, I think you're fine. We can give a wink and a nod to most anything. Beth, I was a dummy. Had to ask one day. Wish I had about what an eggplant was.
Not our website. Eggplant.
Exactly. Celia very simply says, "You're welcome, Eric." I do appreciate you chiming in on Todd's allergies, but certainly adds to the show there, all that inside information. But again, as I said, if you want to register for those newsletters, please do so at our website. We have, I believe, 9 people on the mailing list so far. We want all of you on the mailing list. We had 25 people in the room here tonight, so please go register with us. Housekeeping done, Todd. You're up.
Okay. So, while I was going to do another food topic tonight, I changed my mind at the last minute. And I decided, since it's Valentine's Day and we haven't talked about animals in a long time, that I would do I have a couple different lists of 10 most romantic animals in the world. And I kind of thought I would, it's mostly redundant. There's the same animals on each list, but not always. So I thought I would just start going down the list. If you guys are interested in learning about the romantical tactics of animals out there.
Romanimals.
Most of them are birds. I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. Number 10, albatrosses. Large seabird found in the Southern Ocean and North Pacific regions. They're the largest flying birds. I'll give you a little bit of background, and then I'll talk about what makes them so romantic. Largest flying birds with the longest wingspans of around 12 feet. I believe these are the birds that they pretty much wander and fly, and they lose like half their body weight on their voyage. But anyway, these beautiful birds are in fact lovely in their nature. It is amazing that the rituals of these birds even resemble human dating. They take almost 10 years to mature and to start a relationship, so they're very patient.
Wait, that's cool, man.
The selection of partner among this species is an interesting process. They won't rush into any relationship. Rather, they learn the procedures that elders follow. So what they do is they scope out who they want to court, and then they watch their elders and how they manage. They watch their moves, and they'll learn the following. They'll learn dancing.
Man, look at George. He could really drive down and get that fish out of the water. I need to be like him.
Staring. Now, in humans, I believe staring would not be a very good courting practice.
Not unless you did it like this.
That's gawking. Preening.
Hence the previous peeping Tom comment.
So, boys, how's your preening skills? So, to preen,
I rarely preen.
Doesn't preen mean to like strut, like to?
I like to fluff your feathers out.
Yeah. And vocalizations. Brady, can I get your best albatross vocalization?
That's the best I could do.
Thank you. I knew you would have one ready. I'll be coming to you often for that skill of yours.
You know what that made me think of?
What? Hopefully not on past date.
Well, we've already talked about haggis, so it's like Rose, jailbird.
Many So I Married an Axe Murder references in the old podcast, if you ever wonder. Check that movie out. But anyway, so after the albatross watches their elders, they then will start dancing with many partners until they choose a special one for their entire life. The pair then creates its own unique language and loving rituals. The couples will make themselves apt for the enormous process of egg laying and chick rearing. Mm-hmm. They usually build the nest in a near place of their native. Albatross lay one egg at a time, and once the feathers grow for the chick, parents will fly off. After the search for food, they will come back occasionally.
Wow.
Yeah. Very special. They are quite romantic. Number 9. Elephants. Elephants. They use several unique romantic gestures in between. I didn't read the first part. They're much social. They are very social, and they create bonds with others very soon. The romantic cuddles and touches make their partners feel their love. They entwine trunks, as this is the ultimate sign of their love. And the elephants usually their relationships last for their entire lives.
Wow. Pretty impressive.
They're emotional animals that have families which include grandparents and aunts and uncles as well. The pregnancy period of an elephant is 22 months. The female elephant takes care of the children and even injured members of the family.
So, all these animals we talked about so far, do they only have a mate?
Do they what?
Do they only have one mate?
They don't. Monogamous.
Yes.
So far, yeah.
That's the word I was looking for.
So far, each one of them, it says that they choose one lover for life.
They don't. I'm sure the missus would knock his tusk out.
The anglerfish.
I'd always heard that. You talk about the penguins, but I'd always heard penguins were the only other monogamous besides humans.
I don't know.
I was just surprised.
Penguins aren't even on this list. I do know that the male penguin balances the egg on his feet for like 2 months.
Right.
The anglerfish is a type of bony fish. The reason for its name is the fleshy growth from its head. It is unbelievable that these anglerfish are famous for their romantic rituals. The male of the species is much smaller than the female. The angler searches for partners in the deep sea, and once the dwarf males find the females, they pick the waterborne pheromones. While they stick together, the skin of the partners will grow together. When the eggs are ready, the female will signal the male, and he releases his sperm. The gelatinous egg mass from the female will absorb it. The fertilized egg will move to the. Hang on, boys. Reproduction.
I'm hearing music
Put
in my
your
mind. It has a
pollen
lot of
tube to
bass
work.
in it.
With bubbles.
The fertilized eggs will move to the upper side of the ocean and fatten. Once they are mature, they will migrate to the dark deep to find the perfect match. The real love of anglerfish leaves the message that it is not the size or the scary look that matters in love. The small males will face all the hurdles and blackness of the deep sea to find his partner. Once they meet each other, he gives her a special love bite, which releases an enzyme to melt the moth to her body. The anglerfish thus sticks with the bond of faith and love forever. No matter its deep, dark sea with wild predators, they love each other. It is the power of love. It's the power of love.
Doesn't take money, don't take fame, but it takes milk.
All right.
Not what we usually refer to as milt, but actual milt.
Yeah. Yeah. The actual kind of milk, you know?
All right. Wolf eels. If you ever think you're too ugly to find a mate, then take heart from the love life of the wolf eel. With gray, pebbled skin covering a fat head, they are sometimes called the old men of the sea. Growing up to 8 feet long, they can appear quite menacing as they continually sway to stay afloat. In fact, they are rather gentle creatures that swim toward inquisitive divers. It is their behavior towards each other, though, which makes them particularly sweet. While poorly studied in the wild, the romantic side of the wolf eel has been observed in aquariums. Here they are seen to form mating pairs at around 4 years old, though they will generally produce their first clutch of eggs 3 years after that. The mate sets up a home in a single crevice in the rock. When the pair breed, they produce hundreds of yellow eggs. Both male and female take their turns to guard their babies, while the other goes out to feed. In aquariums, this partnership can last the length of the fish's lives, which is up to 28 years.
Daggone.
How about that?
Wolf eels have got the game.
Yeah, you have to look. Eric, could you pull up a picture of a wolf eel?
I want to see. Yeah, I definitely want to see one of these.
Yeah, they are not pretty.
I don't know of any eels that generally are, but
Well, you maybe would think the wolf part would make them pretty, but no. Still pretty much just an eel.
It just makes them hungry.
They got yeah, hungry like the wolf eel. You got it pulled up yet?
Which is what the wolf eel said.
While you're doing that, have you ever heard of a blood fluke? The blood. Oh, you got one? There's the wolf eel.
yeah,
I'm waiting.
it's not attractive.
No,
Let's see. Hold on. I'm on a little bit of delay.
but the
here with
wolf
you
eel still
gentlemen.
does okay.
Yeah.
Good.
He
Good
is
for
not
him.
lonely. Oh, my. It's very. It looks like the picture. It looks like it's telling a dad joke.
All right, let me get to some comments here. I've neglected our audience. Gary Troutman, I've never heard a better albatross impersonation than Brady did. I'm guessing maybe it's the only albatross impersonation. Maybe you've never heard a worse one either. Miss Wilson, the albatross was also seen as good luck to sailors. That's true.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Yep.
Tanya says, Canadian geese, I believe, mate for life. Like, is it?
Hey.
That question just flew right across my head, which I will not ask, but Canadian geese. Bane to golf courses across the world.
In small freshwater lakes.
Howard William, oh wow, a Grease 2 reference. Yeah, you'll hear those on this show.
You'll hear those a lot.
The better of the two Grease movies.
My
Yes.
two co-hosts love Grease 2. Square
You've
Table
abused that
Degenerates
equine.
podcast is with us.
Yes.
Howdy.
Doing his daughter's taxes, and she forgot a W-2. Hey, you got to have all those W-2s when you do your taxes.
That's right.
But yeah, if you're looking for a good podcast, and probably a little less PG-13 or TB-14 than we are, but it's good fun. Look up Square Table Degenerates podcast on YouTube.
Excellent stuff.
Their upcoming episode is on the Breakfast Club, so we're Breakfast Club fans. Celia, people saying we locked up, so maybe we're fine now.
That's a face only Wolfie could love.
Yeah, exactly.
Only a wolf mother could love.
Wolfie mother.
Oh man.
All right.
All right, moving on.
Moving on, we have the great hornbills. While most birds are monogamous, few are quite as dependent on their mates as the female hornbill is on the male. The couple gets in the mood by singing duets together. Let's duet. The couple gets. Oh, I already sang that. The male starts the tune, then the female jumps in and she calls and they call the. Hang on, and then the calls join in unison. The pair will occupy a large nest inside the hollow of a massive tree. Once the eggs are laid and fertilized, the female will then seal herself in the nest. The male will then provide food for her and her chicks through a small hole in the nest. This goes on for about 2 months. Then the female will leave the nest, sealing up the chicks inside. The mother and father will then take turns bringing the chicks food until they are grown enough to break the seal and survive on their own. Brady, can I get a great hornbill impersonation, please?
Okay, now wait a minute. Are you just pulling these out of your ass, or are you really?
I am.
It wouldn't be funny if you weren't, Eric.
Greater hornbill.
Oh, all right.
Well, I mean,
See, there was one time in fifth grade. Where I was daydreaming, and I said, one day in my life, I'm going to need a plethora of bird sounds to be randomly pulled out at a moment's notice. And it has happened. And I'm lying.
Yes, you are lying.
We have lovebirds next.
So Sarah joined right during the albatross impersonation. She was wondering what was going on.
Well,
So 2 members of our audience have had great timing tonight. Tanya came in during all
but
that
grapes
too.
and albatrosses.
I didn't know there was such thing as actual lovebirds, but they are. This is one of the one of the animals in this list. So, what makes these specific parrot species so darn romantic is that they are often given as wedding presents to symbolize the couple's lifelong commitment to one another. Like most birds, lovebirds are monogamous, but it's their habit of sitting beside each other and cuddling that has made them such a strong image of love. Their tight pairings led the ancient Greeks to believe the birds would die if they lost their mates. The peach-faced lovebirds find a partner when they are 2 months old. The female fluffs up her feathers to tell the male that she's interested, and he then starts to perform a courtship dance that involves bobbing his head and scratching her head. Try that one at the bars. Try that one out at the bars, fellas.
No. I wish that was the truth. I wish humans would mimic that, where all you had to do was fluff out and dance, so there wasn't all this, does she like me, does she not?
Dance,
Just,
sucker.
You know,
Yeah, but you got to scratch
You know?
yourself and their head at the same time.
hey,
How do they do that? They don't have fingers.
they do have
They have
fingers.
talons.
They have talons.
Oh, I never thought of that.
They have beaks.
All right, I'm sorry. I just randomly start laughing because I see all these comments before you all do. So, square table degenerates. I sometimes bring chicks food. Also says that Google device will tell you bird sounds if you're ever curious. And that's true. We do have the internets.
This is
Yeah,
way more.
I would
fun.
rather Brady. Yeah, because I don't.
Tanya says that hornbill impersonation woke her Boston Terrier and he started growling.
Maybe I should talk with a. Sorry, the hornbill will do it from the car since it's a Boston Terrier and speak its language a little bit.
Derek with us after a 2-hour and 40-minute drive from Loveland to Mount Orb. So that tells you how bad it is out there. Glad you're safe. Amy
safe
says,
out
have you
there,
seen
buddy.
people dance at a bar? Lots of fluffing. We don't want to get into fluffing here. I mean, that's a whole different. Maybe that's going on in the back room or something. I don't know. That's not what I have heard fluffing is. Sarah says, Brady, but you would need to be good at said dance.
That is true.
But I'm guessing she is saying the dance you did there in the camera was not good enough to.
I will just have to puff my feather finery better to make up for my lag of dance.
What's that word? I have a word. Not foliage. Those are flowers.
I know what you're talking about, though.
What a
What do they call
Wait a
the
minute.
bird?
Oh, daggone it! I'm thinking of it. Go ahead.
I think it starts
come
with
back.
F, doesn't
It
it?
does start with an F, I believe, but I can't think of it. Anywho, we'll come back to that. How about seahorses?
How about seahorses?
You may already know that male seahorses are the ones who carry the litter, but did you know they go through an intimate courtship first? They hold tails, swim snout to snout, and change colors to show one another that they are ready for romance. I'm guessing a shade of blue is probably the...
No, that happens when you're not
Well,
getting romance.
no,
Well, so when they're
romance.
ready for romance, it said. It didn't say when they were getting it. It's how they let them know they're ready.
No,
This-
you turn blue when you're not getting romance.
I know. That's why it says when they're ready for romance, they turn blue. When they're ready for it, meaning they haven't gotten it yet.
Ah,
This process can last for days before the pair engage in a courtship dance that lasts up to 8 hours. It must work
daggone.
out. Once the male is pregnant, once the male is pregnant, the female sticks around until he gives birth. She visits him every morning, holding his tail, changing colors, and flirting with him to ensure that he will continue to nurture the eggs until they hatch. It's pretty impressive, though. She still finds him
Keep
attractive
them
after
eggs.
he's.
There's more where
Yeah,
that's
I mean, like
coming from.
he can't be feeling good right now. He's in labor. I got yelled at for taking a picture of my wife while she's in labor, but
Then you turned blue because she was choking you.
Yeah, right.
garden snails, these slimy garden pests may not seem too romantic, particularly when you consider the fact that they are hermaphrodites. But they just may have they may the text is tiny, guys. I can't hardly see it, all right?
You need me to hold that back here? So, you can
So I
see
got it. But they just may have inspired the Greek tales of Cupid. Brady, you're Cupid there. Although snails are hermaphrodites, they require another partner to lay eggs. Their courtship process largely comes down to the animals circling one another and firing off love darts at each other.
I just spat water all over myself.
I think the original title for Kiss's Love Gun was Love Darts, I think was the original. Love Darts! 1/3 of which missed the target. The mucus-covered love darts stimulate the animal's female reproductive organs,
Oh, that says romance.
so they can hold more sperm.
Covered with mucus.
If I read it that way,
Pop the loogie on you.
if I read it that way, it's not near as uncomfortable. They can hold more sperm. Once the darts are in place, the partners trade sperm cells for as long as 6 hours.
Wow.
Oh,
Next time you hear stories of the arrow shooting cherub, just imagine a giant snail shooting love darts before copulation.
Covered with mucus. Like, all I can think of is like the Tom and Jerry episode where the two seahorses are romantically talking. Like, oh, darling, your mucus is so bright today. Let me hold your tail.
oh goodness.
Yeah.
All right. So let me throw some more comments up here because again I'm just randomly laughing so Amy, yeah, oh my, not that fluffing. Yeah. It's just, that's immediately where my mind went. Now STD says Flana, but then Tawny comes back with plumage. I think that's the word.
Plumage, yes. I was thinking flumage.
Plumage.
I was thinking it started with an F. Yeah, but she's right.
Derek says 50 Shades of Blue. I've been there, brother.
Good.
Howard says, glad I went there, not him. And well, he identified as a seahorse in his first marriage. And Celia says, love darts.
Oh, yeah.
Joe says, let's hear Brady make a
love
love
darts.
dart
Brady,
sound.
Brady, let's hear a mucusy love dart sound.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
That was
Oh
the
my
most
God.
disgusting thing I've heard in a while.
How was that again, Brady? Everybody turn your volume up and close your eyes.
Oh, I can't
Brady,
do that again.
You can't do it again? Oh, come on, man.
Right.
I felt like I was in the pathway. I felt like I was in the pathway of a garden snail's love dart.
Yeah, so I was effective at it then. Okay, since you put it that
Yes.
way, here we go. With report.
Slow that love dart down, champ.
So I believe Sarah speaks for all of us and says, ew.
Ew.
Never, ever make that sound again, she says. Joe says, sounded more like a kick-a-puss.
The earbuds are getting there. Metaphorical.
They're on tonight.
Derek
Derek says he just inhaled a pepperoni. That noise was solid gold.
Is that a euphemism?
STD says that sounds like a mucus plug.
Cut him off.
Howard says, wasn't that a Blondie song? Cover me with mucus, baby. Cover me with love.
Gosh,
that would be a good parody.
This is what I get for picking an animal topic.
Yeah.
Gruesome.
Oh.
Great love dart sound. Mrs. Wilson, did you ever think you would utter that sentence?
Never.
She's effusing pride at her former student at his ability to mimic a love dart sound. I mean, that's what you went to college for, to be a teacher, right, Miss Wilson?
Leprechaun TV with us from Cleveland.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hello,
Welcome.
Cleveland.
Hello, Cleveland.
Hello, Cleveland. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland probably has less snow than us, too.
All right, there are two more animals on the list, and I'm done. Next, we have the prairie voles. Prairie voles. Most rodents are far from romantic, but the prairie vole is one of a handful of monogamous creatures that fall under the title. The male voles will move in with their first girlfriend and stick with her for the rest of their lives. During mating season, they will mark their territory and defend it from any trespassers by chattering its teeth and raising its arms. Brady? Terrifying.
It is.
The male is particularly aggressive towards females who attempt to enter the territory and will even attack potential homewreckers. The happy couple will not only share pup raising, but also groom each other and huddle together for warmth. How romantic.
And they put
finally,
children in their Volvo.
Finally, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly.
Better than someplace else, I guess.
Yeah.
Bonobos? Bonobos?
That's it. That's it.
Bonobos. While the other animals on this list are romantic in their monogamous relationships, bonobos are romantic in an entirely different manner. These primates copulate while facing each other.
Yeah.
And they participate in open mouth kissing.
Very
Ew,
human.
I'm not going to do that.
If the other creatures represent or our ideal lifelong bond of romance, bonobos personify our most popular form of physical intimacy. So there you go. That is a list of 8 to 10 of the world's most romantic animals.
Nice.
For the record, I'm not going to do a copulating bonobo. I draw the line someplace.
Well, we appreciate that. All right. Amy says she too attacks potential homewreckers. So beware.
She's a bonobo. She's a bonobo and didn't know it.
She is a bonobo. All right. Thank you, Todd, and thank you, Earbuds, for the solid input into that topic right there. All right. Once again, I want to direct you to our website, www.playbyyourpodcast.com. If you would like to support us, you can go to the support page at playitbyyourpodcast.com, and we have a platform called Buy Me a Coffee that handles that particular traffic for us. So if you see something that says Buy Me a Coffee, then yeah, that's legit. So we do, I don't want to say the contract, we kind of go through them to do the support stuff. So again, if you'd like to help us out, again, there's some expenses here, and we enjoy being with you. We hope you enjoy being with us. You tend to come back and probably wondering the whole time, like people just come randomly in the room and say, what the hell are they talking about? And I'm sure that has
Why
happened
is he
several
making
times.
that sound?
Yes. A couple different people said that to you, Brady. Well, what is he doing?
Like, is that a love dart I hear across the room? Yes, it was a love dart.
Yo, baby, I make
It's a
you
mucusy love dart.
All right, so our contestants, this is your warning. This is your prompt. This is your
stage prop.
2
of
minutes.
we have 2 of our contestants in the green room. The other 2 contestants, if you would sign in, please.
Is Celia in the green room?
Celia's not in the green room yet.
Okay, I'm gonna yell because she's
Well,
she's at the other end of the
well,
house. So I'm gonna.
All right, go ahead and mute your mic and yell.
Can you mute my
While
mic?
you
Can I mute
guys,
it?
I don't know if I can mute. I think I can mute you. Here, I'm going to mute you. There you go. You're muted, so you can yell.
well, while we were
All
gathering our participants, if I may just throw this in,
Go ahead.
this whole time that I've been recording this, there has been a 90-pound Great Dane puppy laying beside me, and his behavior has been exquisite. So I want to give it up to this dog. He's not an
Shout out to
adequate name.
Moose.
He's a great name. Yeah, shout out to the Mooster.
All right, Todd, you're unmuted.
Is she in now?
She's not there yet.
And I'm gonna
So
mute.
I'm going, while people get logged in and things, I'm going to explain our next topic here. As you know, if you are a regular to the show, I aspire to be a game show host is one of my dream jobs. And one of those game shows that I liked as a Ute was called Tattletales. And this is kind of where the show went off onto a tangent earlier in my mind anyway. I thought, well, Valentine's Day is coming up Sunday, which is good that I remembered that, but I thought we need to do a Valentine's Day theme, at least for my topic, but then the other 2 kind of went that direction as well, so we made it a full-blown Valentine's Day topic here on Play It By Ear. But our last one is called Tattletales, and essentially what that is, we put couples on the show here, and I'm going to add everyone in. All right. And we change the overlay here, so you'll have names. Just have the website there. All right.
Hey, I know that guy.
I know that guy right there.
Hey.
I'm going to try to move couples together. Joe, I don't know where your better half is.
She's lost.
She lost. All right, I want to introduce you to, Todd to my right there. Celia is his better half. Say hi, Celia.
Hi, Celia.
Celia, I need you.
Ah, that old chestnut.
Okay, on the bottom row of the Brady Bunch here, we have Danielle McLean.
Hello,
Howard
Danielle.
is next to her.
The infamous Howard.
The
Howard.
infamous Howard.
He made many comments on our show.
Yes.
Joe is there. As he adjusts.
I will go see if I can find the wife.
Oh, we're gonna take a walk.
Yay!
Just don't take us to the bathroom with you, Joe.
Yeah, don't do that.
Again.
All right. Oh, someone just. I heard someone come in. Maybe.
Just
Anyway.
gonna say that.
You having trouble?
Anyway, so the way Tattletales works, if you remember from the 70s
I heard a
game
strange
show,
sound. I hope it wasn't a love dart.
Ew.
all
At least
covered in
flush.
mucus things. All right, so the way this works is
You're still
we
not
ask
in,
a
Chris.
question. If you all want to sit together, since we're going to write this stuff, you can.
Like it sounds like
Yeah, you guys can sit together, Joe, because we're gonna write it.
I'm going to mute Joe. We're getting a little feedback, but so again, the way this works, we ask we ask a question of the couples, and the one spouse tries to guess what the other spouse will say. So,
It's the newlywed game.
essentially, in a different format.
I'm gonna use Whoopi in every answer.
All right. I thought I heard her chime in again. Keep hearing it. Oh, there she is. I found her.
Up. Who?
Christy.
She's in. She's coming in. She's in the green room.
There she is, right there.
Hello, Christy.
Here she comes.
Let me move. Okay, everyone's
Christy.
together now. So I guess me and Brady are going to be a... No, Brady, we're not a couple as much as you.
Yes.
All right. So, again, the way this is going to work, we will ask questions first of the men in the marital relationship here. And we will have you give the answers that you feel that your wives will give to these questions. So we'll let the wives have a few moments to write down what they're going to say. And then we will have the husbands give their answer verbally, and then we'll see if the wives give that answer. So now, audience, the way you're going to be involved in all this, you will be assigned to a couple. So we have Todd and Celia on the top row. We have Joe and Christy there on the left side of the bottom screen, and we have Danielle and Howard on the right side. So, audience, if your birthday occurs in the first 3 months or 4 months of the year, so January through April, you will be with Todd and Celia.
Join us. Jump in our back pockets.
If you are in the middle 4 months of the year, so that would be what? May, June, July, or August.
Yeah.
You will be with Joe and Christy. And if you are in the last 4 months of the year where all great birthdays occur, you will be with Danielle and Howard. So that would be September, October, November, December. So if you will chime in the comments, and you can tell us where you fall and which group. So the way this is going to work, points will be assigned. There will be 150 points up for grabs. So whenever a couple has a correct answer, you get 50 points. You can get all the way up to all 150 points if only one couple gets the question right. So it can be 50, 75, or 150. And that's the points that are up for grabs here. So we will start with the first question. Gentlemen, when your partner was a child, what did they want to be when they grew up? And again, we'll give them a few seconds there to write down what the answers would be.
So the wives write their answers down, right?
Wives write their answers down in this first round.
Okay.
Okay, so what did your spouse want to be when she grew up, when she was a child? Wives, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Todd Griffin, what does Celia want to be when she grew up?
Besides married to me,
I mean, that's an obvious.
We're not supposed to laugh.
I'm going to say
Should I make bird noises?
one of two. Teacher.
Teacher. So she knew that from the time she was a young child that she wanted to be a teacher.
Probably not.
So are you saying you're not sure of your answer here?
I'm going to say teacher. I know she knew that when she was like in high school and a teenager, but I don't know how far that went back. So I can tell by the look on her face I'm wrong. So I'm sticking by my answer though. I'm saying teacher.
All right, teacher. Celia.
Teacher.
Teacher. All right.
See, I should know to just ignore your looks.
That's right. I do that at school all the time to make people freak by their answer.
All right. Joe, what did Christy want to be when she grew up?
I don't know 100%, but I'm going to guess architect.
Architect.
It was one of the two. It was either an archaeologist or an architect. I didn't make it out of the A's.
Oh. So you could have just kept that. I would have never seen what it actually said. I could have believed that said architect.
I was going to say that was kind of. I was going to have you hold that close to the
Zoom it in.
camera there. All right. So Todd and Celia are correct. Joe and Christy incorrect. Howard, what did Danielle want to be when she grew up?
Are you frozen?
I'll say older, but it's teacher.
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 Danielle?
Yep.
Teacher. All right. So, assignment of points. I'm typing all this out here so we can put a scoreboard up on the screen. Okay, so both Todd and Celia's group and Howard and Danielle's group will get 75 points. So good job, good job, good job. Although the Rockies say thumbs down to that, so there's your scoreboard. So, all right, we'll do 3 questions apiece, so the wives will answer once again this next question.
All right.
Architect.
No, not architect. Different question.
Very good, Brady.
All right.
He's stealing all our bandwidth. There's no bandwidth left in Lake Winoka.
All right. Which of your partner's achievements are they most proud of? Which of your partner's achievements are they most proud of? These questions are deep. Brady's gone. So yes, the Rockies are taking up all the Lake Winoka bandwidth.
I would kick Grant off.
So we did have some questions or some guesses from the audience. Miss Wilson thought Celia wanted to be a performer, which I guess she kind of is now.
That was my second pick. I knew it was either teacher or singer.
Well, teachers are performers.
True.
So there you go.
Now, Becky Fiskus asked what I wanted to be. Now, shouldn't you know that? Don't you know me?
No, she's asking you what she wanted to be.
Oh, what did? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I misread that. Well, she wanted to be a prop singer, of course. And she'll tell me I'm right. Brady, should I invite you back in again?
Let him back in.
All right, we'll let him back in. Reluctantly. Okay.
If you say
Wives
architect, you're getting kicked back out.
Exactly. Wives, are we ready?
Sure.
Okay. We'll start now with Joe. Joe, what did Christy want to be? Or what accomplishment is she most proud of? Sorry, I was on the wrong question.
She's got a bunch, but I'm going to guess college degree.
College degree. Christy?
I said I was most proud of my kids.
Was proud of the kids.
That's a tough choice.
That's a tough choice.
They were accidents.
Every single one of them was an accident.
They were love dart accidents.
Nicely played. All right, Howard. What is Danielle most proud of?
Well, I almost said college degree, but I'm going to have to say her son, Nate.
Her son, Nate. Danielle? EMT.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
It's a good one, too.
Yeah, that
Everybody
too.
has so much to be proud
That
of.
too.
They do.
I was going with the soft-hearted one.
Yeah.
Apparently, she's not that soft-hearted.
Whoops.
Todd? What is Celia most proud of?
What is Celia most proud of, or what am I most proud of?
No, it's her accomplishment that she's most proud of. That was the
Oh,
question.
well, see that? No, man, I was thinking the whole time it was me. What she would say I was most proud of.
No, well, she's definitely not proud of you, so we can go beyond that.
That's why it was tough.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to say her kids.
Her kids.
Yeah.
Celia?
My children.
My children. All right. So, Griffins get all 150 points. So the current scoreboard says Griffins 225, Rockies trying to get on the board, and the McLeans 75. All right. Third question for the ladies. Oh, this is gold right here.
Oh boy.
We're in for it.
Yeah. Okay. Gentlemen, what would you say is your spouse's favorite smell? What is your spouse's favorite smell? Brady's laughing.
They're still writing this down, right? We're still in their round.
Yeah, we're still. Yeah, all this is going to be written. Brady's gone.
Brady's gone.
That's what happened. There was only enough room for 3 people in Lake Winoka to be on, and when we brought the Rockies on, Brady gets kicked off. What is your partner's favorite smell? Ladies, give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Christy's still
Squeaking.
That's my marker.
Somebody else's.
It's mine.
I was trying to tell if I could tell what you were writing by listening.
We're ready. Joe, guys? My screen's frozen, so I don't know. Is everybody ready?
Not
Yep,
yet.
We're ready.
Oh, yeah, we're ready. Sorry.
Yep, we're all ready.
All
I
right.
just want to put this comment at first. Sarah says, "Can
Hang
I
on.
switch teams?"
Hang on. Joe, don't let her put it up yet.
Don't put it up yet, Christy.
Leave
We're
it
in
down.
different rooms.
Leave it
Yeah, he's clear in
down.
the basement.
That's what she said.
All right. So we're starting. Who are we starting with now?
I think it's Howard.
I think the McLeans. Howard. What is Danielle's favorite smell?
Wow.
He's frozen.
I've got a couple of them, but it's not. Oh man, this is hard. I'm not frozen.
He was just very still.
The seashore,
Are we
the
answering the
beach.
question? Are we answering the question so that it's what the husband's favorite smell is?
No, it's the wife's favorite smell. Your
Okay.
favorite smell.
Okay,
Yep.
that's what I thought.
He needs to know that.
It's-
That's
For Danielle,
pertinent
it's the
information.
beach.
The
That's a good
beach.
Nice.
The ocean
Hear
and the
me?
beach.
Wow.
Nicely
Beach.
played.
Good job.
All right.
Because I'm keep on telling him if he doesn't get me to the beach soon, I'm losing it.
We don't want that to happen.
It's scary.
Griffins, Todd, what is Celia's favorite smell?
It's either Chef Boyardee pizza dough. It's not that. The black cherry Merlot hand sanitizer.
That's very specific.
Are you ready?
Black. Oh, you were ready. Black cherry Merlot hand sanitizer. Black cherry Merlot hand sanitizer is correct.
Hilarious.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Was Chef Boyardee pizza dough second?
Of course.
That is.
Okay.
All right. So, our score.
Wait, we got to go.
Yeah, we got another couple.
Rocky's getting on
The Rockies.
We're not going to get any points, so maybe that's what you're implying.
Rockies,
You
I'm
have another
sorry.
chance to put 0.
Am I in real time now?
Yeah, you are.
You're scratchy from moving that cable. You're scratchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just went to my cell phone. I'm going through the old data instead of the internet.
You sound like
Yeah,
you're on the moon.
Right?
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. All right, Rockies, I'm sorry. I apologize. Go ahead.
Oh,
You're forgiven.
What is that's
I put
absolutely
vanilla. Definitely not bourbon.
I put fresh bread.
There's vanilla in fresh bread, right?
Not really, but nice try, Todd.
I appreciate the
Kelly
sentiment, Todd.
doesn't cook Or bake.
Well.
That's a good guess, though.
Todd, there
I
is
really
if it's a
don't know the answer to that
donut.
There you go.
question. There you go.
all right. So I guess I didn't have to change my scoreboard, did I?
No,
No, we were well
Joe-
aware that was going to happen.
Joe, I can't believe she doesn't like the smell of bourbon.
All right.
That's partly why I'm in the basement.
Is that why you're not guessing very well? How many of those bourbons have you had?
Are you kidding? I'm guessing fantastically. She just realized that fresh bread is, in fact, her favorite smell.
Todd and Celia, 300 points. Joe Christie still attempting to get on the board there, and Howard and Danielle with 150. All right, so we move on to the gentleman. Schmiddleman.
So we got to write now, right? Correct?
You have to write. Yes, that's correct.
I feel like I'm talking to one of my fifth graders. Yes, you have to write now.
Yeah, exactly.
Complete sentences.
All right, ladies, you are guessing now what your husbands will say. Here's the question. Outside of their career, what's something your partner considers themselves naturally talented at? Oh, a lot of laughter on that one. Outside of their careers,
Considers?
your partner. I mean, this is obviously in your husband's opinion, which may not be your opinion. Keep that in mind. What is something outside of their career that your partner considers themselves naturally talented at? And Johnny Whitney, once again, our third audience member, enters in the middle of something. So what the hell is going on here? Johnny, we're playing tattletales here. We're guessing what the spouse is going to say. And the question is, Todd has already determined that he's not talented at one thing, so he's thrown that away.
Writing and spelling is not.
Wow, what I'm thinking was not a hard word to spell. Okay.
I want to reconsider that answer.
Well, never mind.
Even
How do you make a cursive X?
I never knew you played saxophone.
All right, gentlemen, are we ready?
Technician?
We are ready.
That's right. All right, we're back. I believe we're back starting here with the Griffins.
Okay, well, I'm not as good at this kind of stuff as Todd is. He's great at guessing. I was going to say music or being.
That's how I passed school.
Just barley. Music is the answer. Music is the answer. So the Griffins are correct once again.
Was there some collusion before this started?
Not at all.
I'm teasing.
You have to remember, we live together, we work together, we're in a band together. We're always together.
Yeah. Yeah.
God bless you, Celia.
Always.
God bless you.
Holy cow.
God bless this podcast, because that's when I get a break.
Did she take one for the team?
Well, there have been no collusion because I'm the only one that knew the questions before I'm asking them. So. All right, McLean's. Danielle.
I think he has an amazing memory.
So you think he thinks he's a talented
mentalist
of remembering things?
Yeah, really good recall.
Okay, quick recall. Total recall. Howard?
Well, cartoon voiceover artist.
That was what I was going to say.
Nice.
Not to be confused with Brady's bird sounds and ornithology.
Yeah, my ornithological musings.
Or the love dart.
Well,
I don't think I can do a love dart sound like Brady can. I just don't.
That's going to go on my gravestone. Here lies Brady. Nice guy. Awesome love dart sound.
Foley artist. There you go.
That should be your next game. What sound is Brady making?
That's it. Artist, that's it. That's a game show in itself.
Yeah. We don't want Brady shooting his love darts all over the place here. All right. Rockies.
Let's see if we
Christy,
get one. Telling jokes.
Come on.
telling jokes.
I'm pretty good at that, but I went with the answer I thought Todd would also put, and that's whoopee.
Hey, hey, Joe.
It all sounds digital.
Does Christy know that you and I were the comic entertainment at the fourth grade luau at Sardine Elementary?
I don't know if she knows that, but now everyone does.
Yes, we were the comedians.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
I did
we
not
put on a hell of
know
a
it.
show.
It
put on a hell of a
was. We
show.
were
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yep.
Todd and Joe Ho.
That's why he's good at whooping.
No ukuleles.
We've lost Howard. Danielle, do you just want to bring Howard in the room there with you? That may be better.
Yeah, hold on.
So we're not using two sets of bandwidth. Since we're
We have
writing
two routers.
Oh, okay. Maybe
We lost
the
him
bandwidth.
McLean.
Let's say maybe the bandwidth and Ripley. Well, he's back.
He's back in the green room.
Yeah, in the green. There we go. I think it's just kind of a blank screen.
Too bad somebody didn't put the cat on their face.
That was
Yeah,
hilarious.
I was gonna wear a mask.
Wish you would have.
I'm not really a cat.
We still got it, Joe.
Now, Todd, anytime you have a great story and you want to say, you know who, it's always.
Yeah, Joe, have I told you that story ever? A couple years back, I was telling my son, the whole family was there, and I said, Ethan was talking about wrestling, and I said, well, you know who used to be really good at figure four leg locks? He was the figure four leg lock champion.
Yes.
And Ethan thought I was bragging on myself, and he was waiting for it, and I'm like, Joe Rocky. And like the whole family, they had no idea where that came from.
And
You did not want to get put in a figure four leg lock by that man right there.
So
then
time we have something like that at our house, we're like, it's Joe Rocky.
Yeah, I'm like, you know who likes that, don't you? Joe Rocky.
All right.
Hey, I'm back.
So
Welcome back. Brady's gone.
I was gonna say we keep losing random
Maybe
people
we
here.
should let Todd answer questions about Joe.
There you go. All right, next question, ladies, about your husbands. What? I've lost it. Of all the ways there are to die, which does your partner fear the most?
So is this my fear or Saya's fear?
Your fear.
Your fear.
I'm getting laughed at already, so I...
Of all the ways there are to die, what does your partner fear the most?
Oh, jeez.
So Todd once again threw away his first answer. While we're looking here, I got some comments. I'm behind on comments. Gary expected that from Todd also. I'm not sure what he expected. But,
Can we rule out an ex-spouse?
You can never rule out an ex-spouse.
Everything is in play here. Tanya says she's been waiting for Todd to say whoopee.
Joe beat me to it.
Johnny claims he knows this answer, so Johnny. All right, are we ready?
Is this what he's talking about, or is he just
No.
talking about something else?
I assume that's what he meant. I don't know.
Ready.
All right. I believe we are starting with the McLeans this time. Of all the ways there are to die, Danielle, what does Howard fear the most?
To die in a fire.
Fire.
To die in a fire.
Nice.
Fire is the answer.
Nice. To die in a far.
Far. All right, Rockies, let's get on the board here.
Probably won't. I
Yep. I bet you.
whatever she's guessing, I have no idea.
I guess we don't have the right kind of conversations here, hon.
Yeah.
Alone or quiet? I don't know.
I mean, maybe. I put death by drowning.
Whoa.
I mean,
Does that count? Audience, judge?
Be a room that would be quiet.
I think I'm going to give it to him.
The charity points.
My wifey here worked at the YMCA all those years, and everyone's a winner at the Y. So.
Yes, they are. So, Eric, how am I afraid?
You could die. Joe, hopefully if you drown, you're not alone. I mean, hopefully somebody's trying to at least save you.
Well,
Even if
hopefully
they
they would be successful.
Yes,
if there
yeah,
was
but
somebody
if
there.
not, at least they tried, as opposed to just watching you and waving.
It was great knowing you. You were a funny guy. You were
That
funny.
depends on how much the insurance payment is.
Yeah.
You smell like fresh baked bread and bourbon.
That's why I killed you.
That saving thing depends on how much the insurance payment is.
Yes.
Right. All right. Griffins?
Okay. My immediate thought was, and anybody that's listened to this podcast knows, Todd is terrified of sharks. They're inhuman.
They are.
I
stand by that comment.
I was thinking Todd's biggest fear would be being eaten or attacked by a shark, dying at the hand of a shark.
The fin.
Fin hands.
What does it say?
Shark. Freaking.
Are you kidding me?
Shark.
Yes.
Freaking shark.
Not only a shark, a freaking shark.
Yes. Yeah, that was easy because that's my biggest fear.
All right, McLean's.
Living in Ohio.
I thought they were drowning.
We already did that.
Oh, that's
We
right.
did
With the
that.
bar.
We
With
were
the
first.
bar.
Yep, they got it.
Yes.
Everybody got their point that time.
Everyone got
Kinda.
points.
We know how they don't want to die, ladies.
My wife, I believe my wife fears dying of pancreatitis.
True.
While getting attacked by a shark.
Not a chance.
And drowning.
And drowning.
All at the same time.
Alone.
In a fire.
In a fire.
While smelling of bread
Fire.
and bourbon.
Yep. With vanilla.
Changing the scoreboard here. All right, so the score, Todd and Celia 500.
Great
Joe and
job.
Christy on the board. And Howard and Daniel with 200. All right, number...
Middle of the pack.
Okay, number... What's this? I've lost count. Is this
This is the third
husband
one.
question number 30, I believe? Is that correct?
This is we've done. The husbands have done 2, right?
So I thought. Okay. Wives, does your husband consider themselves more like their mother or their father in terms of personality?
Oh, good land of the morning on that one. What I'm saying there.
My wife claims she knows who I am.
Your mom. Eric's mom.
Gentlemen, give me the thumbs up when you're ready.
Is Brady in bed?
I looked out the window. His lights are off.
It's okay.
I think he's trying to conserve
Brady's
energy.
waiting in the green room. I just kind of left him there. All right. So a couple comments before we go on. Todd wrote a poem about being eaten by a shark. I don't do bones.
It's the last time I read poetry to you, John Whitney.
That sounds like something that would be said on Little House on the Prairie. That's the last time I wrote for you, John Whitney.
Uh-oh, we got Joe and
Joe Vaughn in the house.
Joe and Joe. He's a doppelganger.
Joe, he said, I think this Joe may be my doppelganger. I too am afraid of drowning and am a master of the figure 4 leg lock.
And you guys look identical to one another.
Yes.
Kind of like twins. Remember that movie?
I got all the crap. Is that what you're saying?
You got all the hype.
I'm Danny DeVito.
Not at all.
All right. See who we start with this time. I believe we're starting with the Rockies this time.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm thinking this is an easy one. Oh yeah.
Christy says, "Dad."
Yeah.
I believe I could have answered that.
Yes, me too.
Steve Rocky made over.
Yeah.
All right.
He's also very good at the figure 4 leg lock.
As you
Damn
can
Rockies.
attest. All right. The McLeans. Danielle.
His pop.
Pop. Howard.
He's frozen. I
My
can't see it.
dad.
Yeah.
His dad.
Looks like him. Acts like him.
Dad.
Indeed. I know I could have answered that one. Griffins?
All right. He doesn't have quite as good a hair, but I was going to say Chuck Griffin.
That-
I think it's because my dad worked at testing jet engines for those years. He would just test his hair in the same.
Just blowing.
Yeah. You know, it's like a couple of things. They throw frozen chickens in jet engines, and they throw frozen chickens at Dad's hair, and didn't knock neither one of them off course. But yes, I'm going to say Papa.
All right. All three get the points.
Yay.
All right.
Joe,
But-
we legitimately got points this time.
Yeah, we earned those.
Nice.
We earned those.
And
Saying
got
I'm like my dad.
got
Lifetime.
yourself into triple figures. So our final score, Todd and Celia, 550 points.
550.
Joe and Christy with the century mark, 100. And Howard and Danielle McLean, 250 points. So applause to all of our couples.
Good job, guys. A lot of fun. Good job, babe. Love you.
Love you.
It was fun.
And Derek's team won. So if you're Team Griffin, chime in here. Derek's on Team Griffin. Who else is on Team Griffin?
Yeah, we're going to get birthdays. We're collecting information from our audience.
Oh.
Very nice.
Oh,
Happy Valentine's Day, you two.
Yes. Happy Valentine's Day.
Joe, we got to have a
I'll
bourbon
keep
together,
my
buddy.
Valentine's Day card.
Absolutely, man.
All right.
Valentine's
so,
Day card.
That was very thoughtful.
Yes.
Made us look bad, Howard.
Yes, Howard. Thanks.
All right. Miss Wilson, Team Griffin. She's a winner.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm kicking all the extraneous people out. But once again, thank you for
guys.
your
Make those
for your participation
when
in
you're ready
our
to come,
show.
your bourbon come down to.
Definitely. You cut out on me, but I think you said you want to drink bourbon with us.
Yes. And I believe the band will be playing down there at the bar in Ripley at some point. So you
Yeah, we're playing
bourbon
it-
together down there.
Playing at Brookie's in a couple weeks. Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. Thanks again for all of your. Gotta put Brady back in. I kicked him out on
We'll have some
accident.
bourbon. Woodford.
All right. We're back. Kick Howard out. All right. There we go. Gentlemen, great show.
Yes,
Great
sir.
show with all of our people who are with us there. And I'm going to put us back in order just for my purposes of OCD here. There we go. All right. That does it for episode 47 of the Play By Ear podcast. Happy Valentine's Day to one and all. And one of our holidays.
Valentines, not Valentimes.
Don't even get me started on that.
Not like you said in elementary school, but once again, please visit our website up here at the top of our screen, www.playbyyourpodcast.com. and register for our newsletter. Once again, go to our homepage, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and put your email address in. You can get our newsletter. Once again, follow us on Facebook. I know some of you watch our show on the individual Facebook pages for me, Brady, or Todd. Please follow our podcast Facebook page. We're up to 530 followers, I believe, so please join in there as well.
We need more.
We need more. All right. Howard, just his comment there. Have some Woodford, so when you come down and play, let me know.
Definitely, Howard. Yep.
Woodford.
1 second, Eric. Let me find that date for Howard.
Yes,
Howard, we'll be down at Brookley's.
Promotion here.
We'll be down at Brookie's on March 6th, Howard. Be glad to have a Woodford with you.
All right, that is the Vinyl Countdown Band. You can follow them on Facebook too, Vinyl Countdown
Cincinnati, yes.
There we go. So, yes, great show. I love that last
Great show.
there. Love to get the audience involved. We maybe can do some other things like that in the future if you all are up to it. We'd love to have all of you on with us. We have that capability with the StreamYard software, so by all means, if you have any ideas where we can get you all involved, we'll certainly take ideas for topics, and certainly would love to have you. I use the word certainly way too much.
You certainly did.
I certainly did. All right, so everyone stay safe and try to stay warm, safe, and all the above. Stay away from the ice and the snow.
Yeah, be careful, peeps.
Mr. Griffin carries us out there with his usual
peace. Love each other.
Be safe.
Love all.
Thanks for listening to the Play It By Ear podcast. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter at Play It By Ear Pod 2, and our website at anchor.fm/Play It By Ear podcast. Thanks again, and join us next time as we play it by ear.